What's up, my blind toast people, or toe buddies people? Who's ready for another blind anime talk? Today, we're gonna be talking about the anime, a cute and fun rom-com teasing Master Kage-san. And you know what? I have a fun guest with me too. He just got off the stage too. It's Chris from the Blind Lounge.
Hey, how's everybody doing? How you guys doing?
Yeah, just making those bills.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Yeah, because like when I saw your message on Twitter, you're like, "Hey, like, like, why didn't you tell me about this?"
Right. Yeah. I didn't know. Again, it's weird because being visually impaired, I didn't know that there were a lot of other anime watchers or otaku fans out there. Me, it's kind of like when you're in this urban environment, you're kind of like this niche subsection. If you like anime, you're kind of like a nerd. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
so it's always
especially also in like the blind community too. It's
yeah.
also a niche thing.
It's awesome. I always prefer anime over like standard cartoons.
Yeah,
Anyway,
like the Hanna Barbera stuff.
yeah.
Okay, well, before we start, well, like, what was your first like couple animes? I have three that I think that like you would probably watch, but I want to see what you say.
Okay, so like top three.
Well, the not a top, but like the first three that you watched. So I have three in mind.
Oh, that I've ever seen.
Yeah, like your first ones.
Oh my goodness, first animes. Can I skip over like the Dragon Ball? Like, does that count? Like,
Oh,
that,
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay. So that was one of them. Dragon
yeah,
Ball or Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball.
Z.
Yeah. Dragon Ball and
Okay,
Dragon Ball
okay,
Z.
okay.
So I'm a Toonami kid. So that was probably like my first real. I mean, I've seen anime before that. There used to be a channel called Encore by Stars, and we had
Hmm.
an international channel. And
Hmm.
so I would like binge anime, like So my first anime I've ever seen was Princess Yushi, which is like not really a well-known anime, but it's my first kind of cutesy. It was really girly anime about girls who were princesses, and I really don't remember too much about it because I was about 8, but it really kind of got me
Oh,
started.
okay, okay. It was
um,
close to like to the second one. I have.
yes,
It was Sailor Moon.
yes,
That was
that
my
that was
guess.
that was next. That was next. So Princess
Okay, okay,
Yushi,
okay,
then
okay.
Sailor
There,
Moon, and of
then
course I
there's
had
one more. There,
uh,
there's one
what
more on my mind.
what's that?
But oh, come on, you seen it? You seen it?
Have I? Okay. Give me a hint.
Card.
Oh, was it? It's not Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Or Pokemon?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes. Of course. I mean, who hasn't? Yes. Um,
No, yeah, but like, but have they watched the whole first season? It's a pretty long season. It's like 200 and something episodes. Two
yes,
hundred and
I,
twelve.
I did. And I didn't watch like the newer stuff after Yu-Gi-Oh and all that, like after Kaiba. I didn't watch
Oh, I like
after
a
that.
GX,
Yeah.
5D.
I didn't watch any of that. No. But I did watch the original. And I do remember that whole phase of collecting the Blue Eyes White Dragon and having the all of those cards. I do remember collecting them as a kid, even though I couldn't see them. I do remember going to the store and begging my mom to get me Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Well,
So
that's the like the funniest thing is, like before I started YouTube, I actually did play, and I found out a way to play as a blind person because I had a couple of decks. I had the Dark Magician deck, the
yeah.
Blue Eyes deck, and what was a lot harder to play with,
Hmm.
but I figured out how to play it is the Elemental Hero deck.
Ooh.
That was a
See.
lot of shuffling. So,
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I did a post not too long ago, and I'll re post it. But it was about board games and games in general. Like, what would be your game that you would wish that was accessible for the blind? Like,
well, for Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a simple way. You just need to pick like a certain theme and your deck, okay, and just memorize it. And you just need to memorize the rules. And whoever you're playing against, you just need to use your memory on how they play their cards and yours. Because like it's literally like the smallest deck is like a 40 card deck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like there's like different styles of like play. And the thing is, the sleeves you can it's like these plastic sleeves. You can just have braille on it. You can just use like a literally just a abbreviation. The way that I did it was put like a DM, the braille symbols for DM for Dark Magician,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, just different like ways, just like magic cards, whatever. Just you just need to literally just memorize your deck.
So I remember, and it's cool you said that. There was an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I forget what her name is. She was the one that had the blonde hair. I can't remember
Oh
her name.
my Valentine, like where like she used the
Yes,
perfume.
yes, exactly. When she used the perfume to like memorize all the cards. Yeah, so that was cool.
Yeah.
That's a good that's a good one. But you could do something similar to
Hmm.
Uno cards, where you have like the braille on the bottom right or top left or something
Hmm.
like that to remember the whichever, like for example DM for Dark Magician, but you still have to remember all the stats, you know,
Hmm.
all that kind of stuff. But definitely Yu-Gi-Oh was one of the originals, and Sailor Moon, and I had to be Tuxedo Mask for Halloween one year. I wish I had still had photos of me as a kid, but it was just so cool. He was cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because like we all watched like Sailor Moon. Because like it only went up to the third or fourth season. Then after that, the rest was sub. And then they had their new revamped version of the Sailor Moon Crystal, where like I had the not the bad American dub. It was the one more true to the anime.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that one. Again, I kind of like as I got, I wouldn't say older, I stopped really following that sort of stuff. But it definitely reminded me of like Power Rangers, but like girls. Is that
Hmm.
man?
No, like that genre is it can really considered like a magical girl, so it could be for anyone.
Yeah. Something similar to Sailor Moon. I have to be like Winx Club. You know, like Winx
Uh,
Club.
Wings Club was more American,
Yeah, no,
not
definitely. I mean, like that genre of like the girls with the magic. What's another one? Winx Club, and there was another one too, but I can't remember the name.
hmm.
It's on Netflix though, and I just can't remember. It's like what
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
my
I know.
daughters loved it.
Yeah, it's a Doki Doki
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
Doki Doki
that
Magic something.
yes, that one. Yeah, they love that. And actually, what's weird is that's what got them into anime in the first place. Now they're like they watch a whole bunch with me. So,
Hmm.
and I always found it awesome for like, I, it's already anime is already niche enough, like for guys, but like it's weird because like once you find out the girls in the anime, like oh my god, like you feel like you found your soulmate, you know?
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Because like there's literally anime for everyone.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, yeah. So, well, sorry guys for getting on that tangent.
yeah.
You can tell that we really love anime, and we could actually not even talk about the show that we're gonna talk about. We can just talk about whatever anime we like, literally. Sorry. Okay. Well, for the accessibility, it is an English dub, and you could find the season two somehow. Netflix didn't put season one on Netflix. If you have a subscription, you can find the first season there. Or if you're willing, you can find it on YouTube too, and I think some other websites. I think watch cartoons online.
Yes, watch cartoons online. Cartoon 8. It's called, I'm sorry, Crazy Cartoon 8 is the other one. I know you're really not supposed to share that information here, but you can definitely message one of us on Twitter or Facebook, and we'll definitely give you a hookup.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. So it yes, and it's considered I think more of like a rom-com slash school, like a type of anime.
yes, yeah.
And it's yeah, teasing Master Takagi-san. I forgot the description, but basically, it's basically the character Mishikata, and his friend that's a girl, Takagi. Basically, they both have like this friendly, cutesy game with each other, like where like they basically just, well, in Japanese they call it teasing. So in here it's like we may look at it as, oh, a bit of a, not hazing, but uh, um
Well,
like what would you say, Chris? It is
so I would still like call it say so teasing. I would still say that's out of teasing, but it's more like poking fun at the other person's or poking fun at the other person's for their amusement.
hmm
So I would say definitely teasing. You ever played the game where someone's like putting their finger in front of you and they're going, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you." Sort of like
hmm
that. But the cool thing I like about this one in particular is they make games out of it to sort of one up one another.
yeah, and like it's like just like just everyday common things too. It may it may like the premise sound weird, but like once you watch it, it's really engaging.
I'll admit it was one of those good what do you call that, like underdog anime. Like it was really good, and it's one of those ones that it bothered me when it ended. It's like without it, and the good thing about this in particular is you don't necessarily have to watch the first season to really kind of keep up with the second season, because right off
No,
the bat they
because
kind of
like
like
truthfully, I watched the season two
hmm
because okay, oh, because like the first season on YouTube, the voice acting kind of threw me off. It's just how they sounded and they pronounced the names. Yeah, because like for the Netflix one, it's like a Takagi. But
hmm
then the one I watched on the first season, the Takagi was pronounced like really differently.
Yeah, I think, and I think it's like there with a lot of different productions. Once your budget is lower, and different voice actors. It's the same thing with like Inuyasha. If you've watched all through that, and the last final act, they had different voice actor for
Kagome.
Kagome. Yeah,
Yeah.
so um, I just think there's little differences. But again, like I said, you don't have to watch the first season to
hmm
really get in to understand the second season. But I will say it's definitely a rom com slice of life um, schooling. What
hmm
got me a little bit is I didn't notice, like at the beginning I couldn't tell what grade they were in. If that makes sense, like if they were
No,
still,
like I couldn't tell neither.
yeah.
My guess was more like either middle school or high school.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell, and I think it is middle school because they talk a lot about throughout the second season. Not to spoil it, but it's a little like going into like maturity, um,
hmm
and showing that you're grown up and mature. So I think that is in that seventh grade year. So that's definitely middle school. But again, I could be wrong because they never really said. But oh, they did talk about like there was one episode where they were talking when they went camping and they were
hmm
like lights out time, so that seems more to me like middle school than it would be
Yeah.
high school.
Oh yeah. Like the camping episode. That's season two. That's further.
Yes.
And no, that's a good season because like in one scene, guys, where like it's really, it's it's like where like they're dancing and then like you basically have like random partners and like by like the end of like the end of like the dance, whomever that like you end up that like you end up with, that means that like you're like their girlfriend or like forever or something, or like
Yeah.
a boyfriend.
One of the things I like a lot about the culture, the
hmm
Japanese culture,
hmm
is to the. I mean, again, I'm sorry, it was I guess really Asian culture in general, but like to the like Westerners like us, it's so different. Like it always
No.
you seem guys seem like so happy, so fun, and so
hmm
like a lot of um getting back to like a lot of different folklore and superstitions. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
have
yeah.
like so like the red string of fate. If you hold hands at the end of the song, you're
hmm
destined to be together forever. Like things like that in over here in the West, like we don't think about things like that.
No, yeah, because like truthfully, like the Japanese culture is just like so different.
hmm
Yeah, because like I'm like Vietnamese and our culture is totally different too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like in general, like it's really fascinating because like you get like small glimpse of like the Japanese culture almost.
Yeah. that's one of the reasons why I like anime a lot. Being living here in the West now, there was a time where I was in Japan when I was little, but like growing up in here in the U.S. and then being able to see the Japanese culture
Hmm.
within anime is always refreshing, always an eye opener.
Yeah, and like another fun like teasing moment is like where like they're drinking like a regular can of soda or juice, right? And then like they go like Mishikata just just give this to her like because like she asked for him like to take a sip, and he thinks that like we like to see her reaction, and he goes, oh yeah, like it might be an indirect kiss.
hmm I love the back. That's one of the good things I loved about this anime. A lot of the back and forth banter because and not to spoil anything, and I'm hoping there's a season three and at least a season three coming.
Hmm.
But there's nothing that I found so far about season three. So if you
Hmm.
guys know in the comments, please let us know. Um, but I love the indirect where she a lot of times seems really sincere. Like she's serious about what she's saying, but he's like really that pre-pubescent boy that he doesn't he's not figured it out yet. Like she
Well,
wants to kiss, he wants to hold hands, but he's like, really, is she tricking me? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, yeah, because like yeah, at the same time, yeah, progressing, but at the same time, it's like because like he's so used to her just teasing him so much that like he second guesses everything.
Yes, yeah, a good episode for that one is when she leaves her bike at home and she's walking with him to school, and
Hmm.
he remembers that he thinks it's because she her brakes broke on her bike. When in
Yeah.
actuality, him it's him overthinking because before he was going to say that, she stops him and says, "Hey, just so you know, it's something different." So and they go on this
Hmm.
whole like cat and mouse kind of thing, he's trying to
Yeah.
figure out what it is, but in all actuality, it wasn't the brakes at all.
Yeah.
So again, I really did enjoy that.
Yeah.
Those back and
Or
forth.
for one episode, I can't remember for season two. It's like where like she goes, okay, if you hold my hand, like you will automatically win.
Yes, yeah, and she does it a lot. Yes, in season
Yes.
two, yeah, yeah. And again, he's just so like this. That's why I keep using pre-pubescent. Really, this in between stage where he goes, "Oh my god, like um,
It's like
she's tricking me. Do I really want to?" Another
or
scene. Go ahead.
or does she like really mean it? You know?
Yeah, well, I figured that out a couple of episodes in when she's saying these things, um, and they get to the episode about the campfire with the dance. Like you could like a lot of the new. Okay, the first time I saw this was the birthday episode
Mm-hmm.
when he was so again a boy, I would
Uh
say,
huh.
was so nervous about going to the cake shop. She meets them there. They play a game about going to the cake shop, and she buys him a birthday present.
Yeah,
Um,
because in the beginning like she wins the prize. Actually, she gets a prize from the machines.
mhm.
Hmm.
So that is a good one. That's the first sign I saw that she was really kind of like liked him more than just the
The
like making
friend.
fun of him. But as an old wives' tale, as they say, or
Hmm.
folklore, is that if you're teased by the other person a lot, that means they like you.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and so she spends the whole, you know, both seasons teasing him.
Yeah, because like I like it how like they slowly reveal that like how like she likes him. It's just like some like just really subtle ways.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The hand holding. I like the one episode where what is this? Oh, the one where they're texting and he beats her to she's sending him messages like, well, do you like the band, and you like, do you like the band and you too? And
Hmm.
his response would have been like, oh yeah, I like you too, which would have come off like, I like you too, as in like, I like you as a
Hmm.
girl.
Oh
And
yeah.
or the other one is like, do you like the heart emoji? And he's like freaking out, and she's like, yeah, I like,
Oh
and he
yeah.
put the
I
emoji at
like
the
that
end.
one.
So he gets her back finally by saying, do you like
Like
kissing?
kissing. Yeah.
Yeah, and she just kind of fainted, so so I really really did I have to look at the release date. I'm not sure if this came out season 2. Was it last year? I don't remember.
No, I think it was like this year.
This year,
Yeah.
I would have to definitely put this at the top of my 2020 list for my slice of life rom-com school animes.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed it. In some instances, with Netflix, you can binge it. You can sit there.
Yeah.
It's 12 episodes, so you can finish it in 6 hours if you wanted to or less.
Yeah. Because like truthfully, it doesn't really matter for season 1 or 2.
Mm.
Because like you're just gonna enjoy the story because like the dialogue is really good.
Yes, yeah, you really they're most of the time they I don't want to kind of jump back a little bit when we talk about accessibility. So if you are so they do have subtitles. I mean, that doesn't really help us blind people, but they do have subtitles that you can read. If you can zoom in on the screen, if you actually can read that fast, then you can do that. But they do have audio description, but it is because it's anime, because it's Japanese, its audio description is Japanese anime. So if you can speak Japanese, then you're good to go. But what I did like about the descriptiveness is most of the scenes, the characters described them. So like you didn't feel like you were missing out on too many things, except for your usual, if someone's writing something on a piece of paper. There were a few scenes like that. But but even the text messaging scenes, like they were reading them out in their voice, where typically that isn't done. So I did like that. But I think my favorite one, and again, all episodes were just so good. What I did like is they had, and this also in this anime, they would cut back and forth between 3 different groups mainly 2 different groups of people.
Two, like a Sanai, Mina, and I can't remember her name, Yoroko, I think.
Yeah. And it would go back and forth, and in some instances they would kind of mingle back and forth between the 2 groups. But what I liked about it was the like, if you remember old school, like Mickey Mouse, like old school shows, they were like 5 and 7 minutes. These ones are like, even though the episode is like 22 minutes, they're short mini episodes within the episode. So like, it starts off where they're walking to school in the morning, and there's a teasing moment, and then they'll switch to like after school teasing moment. But there'll be 2 totally different episodes where they do little cuts in between. So I thought that was really fun and really sort of, because it kind of pulls you into what's happening in the story, and then
for both sides
switches you to the other one and goes back. But you don't miss a beat, because when you get to the second portions, for example, if the first scene is in the morning and the episode at the end is in the afternoon, when the afternoon episode starts, there is a sort of like what do you call it, like a sort of prequel to let you know that was from the morning, the same day or same time,
so it was like a small, like a little segment, like in between.
So I really enjoyed
that. Because like like when I watched the first season, the funny one was especially especially like the first episode for the erasing one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because like where like she tricks him, because like he was getting ready to pull a trick on her as a teasing, like making a Jack-in-the-Box paper. That was pretty cool though. So, but then, like she goes, "Oh yeah, can you take a look at like my eraser box?"
Yeah. It's always like she's always one step ahead of him, and most of the time she is. And this cool moments where it's like she can read his mind also, which is really funny. I don't know. I almost wonder if that's what it was like as a kid, having a girl crush or crushing on a girl, and them teasing you. Was that really what it was like? That fun? Because like going through it, if I can remember, as being him in his place, like we were just oh my God, she's teasing me all the time, and I can't never win. But there's like a hidden message there, and I think the hidden message was just her trying to get closer to him.
There probably is.
Yeah. So there aren't really too many bad things I can say about the anime, besides my usual gripe with these type of anime, and that is it's too damn short. You know.
I do agree because like there's like just like this one was yeah I do agree it was short. I wish like it could have been like more or less of like the typical 26 episode run
Hmm. Hmm.
instead of like splitting it up into two seasons, just making like the one good long like anime.
Yes, yes. I mean, again, I'm not saying it was bad, but I really enjoyed it up until the end, and I wanted more of
Me too because
their
like
back and forth banter. Yeah,
I was curious like what happened to them.
yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed that. Again, like I said, I can't really say too many bad things about it because it was that good. And it
Hmm.
felt fresh. It didn't feel like, you had some ones that are like that where it's teasing, it's back and forth, and it feels like the same old trick over and over again. But there's really sort of like creativity with how she's teasing him, how
Hmm.
he's trying to one up and get back at her for teasing. How there were a few times where he could have won
But like
the game.
but then like he chose not to.
Yeah, yeah. Or there were times where he second guessed himself. So yeah. But what do you think your favorite episode has been for season two?
For season two, that's kind of tough, but I kind of like the first episode where like they're in class and then like they're like doing like the English like reading where like he does like this what was it this word scramble game and then like he passes her the note and then like she passes him like a note back.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That was a good one, and it right off the bat, I was like, you know what? Um, I was like, going into it, because again, it's like going into it, it's like, it could be okay, and then it just kind of like drew me in. I was like, you know what? This is really good here, and it really pushed me to continue watching it. My favorite, oh, that's a hard one. My favorite one is it's a toss up. The one about um you know what? I'm trying to think. I want to say the one about the camping was a good
Hmm.
one for me.
Or the one that like where like she had an argument with her mom too.
Yes, I was gonna say that one. That one was
Yeah,
really
right
good
there.
because normally she's teasing him and he's and I think that's when you really start to see how his I wouldn't say how his feelings really came out a little bit, but see a little bit of his maturity level.
Hmm.
He notices that she's feeling off today and he finds her bike on the side of the road and he wants to go to figure out where
Yeah.
she went and he accidentally drops the box that he was going to tease her with the whole day and it
Hmm.
makes her laugh and then he sits with her for a while so you sort of see the relationship develop that way as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, because like in the box was like this like cotton ball type of what was it?
like a jack in
Like
the
a
box.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So um I really I keep saying it over and over, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the teasing. Um, there was the one about the sports. When and
Hmm.
again, I'm not really a big sports guy. Where they were trying to one up each other and who gets the best score.
Hmm.
But
Oh, like 'cause that was during like their carnival. Because like Japan has like this thing for like I think like either middle school or high school where like it's like I think like the winter or summer festivals.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So um, that was good. I like the one where he's trying to. Oh no, another funny one. One of the earlier episodes, maybe episode 5 or something, where so they both conspicuously watch the same shows, and so
Hmm.
you can see if you really kind of look between the lines that there possibly is something developing there. The other kids are talking about them. They're both denying it.
Hmm.
She is, and there's different scenes in different episodes where they're caught together in these weird places where but this episode in particular was they watched this western show and they have to play if you lie you get shot, so bang bang if you lie.
Oh
And she
yeah,
asked him like
I remember that that
do
was so
you
because like
like
it was
or
like
do I like someone in
hmm
this classroom, do I like someone, are they in the class, kind of thing.
yeah,
um,
and then like she keeps poking him, and then like he's just really ticklish, and then like he really blushes too.
yes, yes. So it was really fun. I liked the one episode, and she's just so smart. Where they, and I apologize, we're jumping around so much. We all trying not to spoil it, but in reality, you really can't spoil it because you really don't know the development of these characters. Besides the fact that she's teasing him a lot, and
No, yeah, because like even though like we're jumping around, guys, it's still a good anime. Because like there is a lot more to it too. Just things that like we're not gonna get far into.
yeah,
Yeah, because like
definitely
there's a
far
lot.
definitely
Yeah.
starting that character development, but it's really fun. It's not serious. You can't really you get too much into it, but there's little moments where you hone in on, like she'll
Mm-hmm.
say, hey, there was one scene where he tries to scare her. They were on the camping trip, and they were hiking up the mountain, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I'm going to scare her. I'm going to draw this map and get her lost and scare her. And they end up hunkering down in this cabin
Oh
where
yeah, I remember that scene.
yeah, where they're playing a game about snacks, and he's like, you
Yeah,
have to
like
guess the snack, and he was gonna use his hand to feed it to her, and she was like, well, if you do that,
it's
it's and
and like and like an indirect like a kiss again too.
yes, an indirect kiss. He's like, oh my god, he's freaking out, and he's trying to figure out what to do, and try not to feed her something by touching her. So things like where she tricks him and go, hey, if you do this indirectly, it's touching my hand, or it's making,
Mm-hmm.
it's an indirect kiss. Like the
Yeah.
one scene where they were, where he thought he was being macho by drinking coffee.
Oh no, that was like no, that was a funny one.
Yeah, and so
And then like she drinks it fine, and he goes, "What?"
yes, and she's like, you want a sip? And he's like, yeah, I really want the sip of that pineapple soda. And she's like, okay, but it's indirectly a kiss. And he's like, never mind, I'll enjoy the coffee. So
Yeah. Or like the one like where like they're like putting away like the PE equipment where like
yes,
yeah
yes,
like they're in the little room, and then like he literally pretends like the door is locked
yes,
to like to try to scare her, but then subtly like she actually like does actually sort of like lock the door, but then throughout the scene he's like literally just uh like preparing like a little funny prank.
yes, yeah. He's like, once they get in there, he's pretending to. So visually, he's pretending to like tie up the basketballs and with rope to swing out from behind the crate, so it
Hmm.
scares her. And what she does is, she hides a lacrosse stick
Hmm.
in between the frame of the door, so it looks like it's locked. And
Hmm.
she takes a nap, like literally, she
Hmm.
takes a nap, and he's spending all this time trying to come up with this elaborate prank. And at the end, she goes, hey, we've been gone a long time. if
Hmm.
if people find us in here, they're going to think we're in here together. And he starts freaking out trying to get out. So it's funny how it all comes together towards the end. And I'm like,
Yeah,
man, the episode's over already, kind
I
of thing.
know. Oh, and I didn't know that about like where like she sneaks like the lacrosse stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just imagine like double doors,
Hmm.
and like the sliding doors, and
Hmm.
she puts the lacrosse stick behind the right sliding door, so you
Yeah,
can't
the
pull the
like the little gap.
so you can't
Yeah.
slide the left one open. And so just that's again, it was really clever on how she comes up with how she's teasing him, or how every time
Hello.
I think
Oh,
of
hello.
anime I can compare that to, but I really don't know.
For which anime?
Um, I was trying to figure out. Can you hear me? Okay.
Okay, now like now I can.
I was trying to figure out what anime I could compare it to, but I really don't know.
Uh, the only other talking anime I don't know if you watched it is Spice and Wolf.
Yes, I love Spice and Wolf.
Yeah, because like Spice and Wolf is also a good anime with just pure dialogue. Because like
Yes.
that one, guys, for real quick, I don't know, I forgot it's been a while since it's like basically like they're like delivering stuff, and like they're like literally just sitting in a cart, like with a horse, like taking them like down the road, and they're just like just chatting along.
Yeah. Spice World. Okay, so it's an anime where the guy, I can't remember the names. I apologize, but he is a merchant, and
Yeah.
he's traveling between different villages, delivering goods and all that kind of stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
she's actually a spirit,
Mm-hmm.
a wolf spirit, and
Yeah.
so they go back and forth where she's trying to get in and out of mischief, and he's telling her, not to, and it's a lot of this back and forth dialogue. I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Was it Funimation? They used to have a channel on Verizon. It was called Funimation. They used to have a channel, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
show
Because
all those.
like it was made by like a Funimation. So yeah.
Yeah, so that
And
was a
it's
good
like
one.
also like a two seasons too. So that's a good one too.
And I was upset that ended as well because it ended abruptly. I didn't really like that one.
It was short though.
Yeah, what's cool about these animes, like they use a lot of the same voice actors, and so
Mm-hmm.
off the bat, I don't remember any names in particular, but actually and I think she's a YouTuber also, if I can remember right. But one of the voice actors is also blind, and I can't remember her name.
She is.
Yeah, she's blind, and she plays in a lot. She actually played. Is she? What is her name? I think she plays. I could be wrong, but I think she plays Ash in the new Pokemon. And I
Oh, you
think
mean you mean the Pokemon Journeys, the one on like
Yeah,
on
and I
like
think she's blind. Yeah.
what?
But also with within films, and I'm sorry to get sidetracked a little bit. I was watching this documentary last night, and I kind of sidetracked. I apologize.
That's
Um,
okay.
but the girl who plays so as you guys know, if you're a Simpsons fan, the person that plays Bart is a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she's blind. Well, she was. I think she passed away now,
Mm-hmm.
but she was blind. Um,
Wow.
so yeah, there are a lot of like because it's voice acting. So
Mm-hmm.
really it's your voice that's you're capturing, and so I think anyone with a good voice, quote unquote, can do voice acting. So I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that you should hold yourself back. I mean, you're reading from a script and you're projecting yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think it's awesome. And side note, there's this awesome. If you guys use Snapchat, I just became a Snapchat user. I've had it for a while, but this is going around. It's called the anime filter, where
Mm-hmm.
you literally can take a photo of yourself and it'll make you look like you're in an anime.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Well, I had Snapchat, but I wasn't really using it much.
I don't really use it either until I looked at the anime filter and I was like, oh, okay, I got to do it. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
because like Snapchat and Instagram, I had it, but I just tested them out, and I wasn't really using them much, anyways.
no,
Yeah.
I get it. Trying to think, but again, like I said, voice acting, I think is awesome. Another good like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to figure out what animes are similar to like that rom com. Now, there are a lot of animes that are like in the rom com.
Yeah. So yes, because like there's a lot, and there's a lot, guys. That, like even like we haven't watched. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh, and for those of you guys, if you don't know what rom com is, it's romance comedy. So just
hmm
rom com for short, and slice of life. So just like a quick nuances of, again, this is anime talk. So like knowing what those terms mean. And rom com is like romance mixed with comedy, and slice of life is like normal Japanese like living, like what you would normally live in Japan.
yeah,
Uh,
live in Japan, or just like a normal life stuff too.
yeah. Um, what's another one? Um, oh, and obviously, if you see like school, then it's mostly pertaining around school or about.
Yeah, school, then magical girls, like, and then there's harem. Okay,
Yes,
this is where like it gets a bit tricky. Okay, harem means basically like one guy and a bunch of girls. It could be whatever. And then there's the other side of it too. A reverse harem is like one girl and a bunch of guys. So hey,
yeah,
don't be not like don't be thinking about like nasty thoughts. Okay,
yeah. I mean, a good ones in
okay.
that category is Ayori Aoshi, which is a good harem anime. What a good fan.
hmm
Another one is, have you seen Shuffle?
I seen Shuffle. Shuffle was in like a really interesting one.
Yes, that's what you say. Harem is.
And then like the classic one, like a Tenchi Muyo.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That's a classic.
They made so many different spin-offs. You know, it was Tenchi Muyo, Tenchi in Tokyo, Tenchi in Space.
Well, like those were like the first original three.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, like they were, and again, this I remember watching them a lot back on. I say I was a Toonami kid, so you know I consumed most of my anime after school on
Me too.
Cartoon
Me too.
Network. Watching
Yeah,
Toonami.
after school and late at night too.
Yes, that's when.
Mm.
And after school, you had your typical like your Dragon Ball Z, your Ronin Warriors, which is a good classic. Um,
Mm-hmm. G
um,
Gundam, Gundam
yes,
Wing.
that was my favorite. My
Which one?
favorite was G Gundam. Was my
Ah, okay.
favorite. I watched Gundam Wing, but G Gundam was my favorite.
Well, for me, it was more like a Gundam Wing because I like the story more.
Yeah. And again, see, it's crazy as I rewatch those animes now. See, back then I would watch episode and didn't care if I missed an episode in between because the show was good. But now I actually watch the anime to watch the story. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Oh, whoops.
Um, and at night you had things like Trigun and Cowboy Bebop.
Both
Um,
classics.
yes, yes. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, they had Bleach, which is sort of newer, with like in the 2000s.
Yeah, but like Bleach is mad, insane long.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
what's the One Piece? One Piece.
One Piece was more on Fox Kids, not
Really?
on. Yeah.
That was on
It,
Toonami also, though. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, no,
Really?
no,
Huh.
no, because like a Toonami was more like Full Metal Alchemist,
Yeah.
Kakaishi. Let me see. There was more.
There was Bleach and Big O and
Yeah, like Big O.
oh, one of my old classics, and they're actually still it's still going on right now, but they stopped the English dubbed. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you a hint. They have over 800 episodes.
Yeah, I like One Piece.
No, not that one. It's an anime that's still going on right now, even the
Oh my
manga.
gosh.
And they stopped the English dubbed around episode 400.
Oh, never mind. Wait. Hoping right. It's like a Naruto, like a Shippuden.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That's only 400.
Yeah, this came out before Naruto. This
Before
was
Naruto.
probably early 2000s.
Oh my gosh, I'll probably kick myself later.
I'll give you
What
another
is it?
hint. The anime is Case Closed.
Oh, okay, case
Yeah,
closed. Okay, no, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I know
Case Closed.
briefly of it. It's about this this detective where he gets turned back into a kid. I can't remember.
Yes. Yep. He
Yeah.
turns into a
No,
kid.
truthfully, I haven't watched that.
Yeah, that one's and it follows the same art style as. Have you seen Black Butler?
Yes. Oh, Black Butter is on Netflix too.
Yes,
All
it
three
is.
seasons.
Yep. And I was no spoiler alerts, but I think season one was the best. Sebastian is the man.
Yes, he is.
Is the man.
Yeah. Well, like before we get into a long tangent, yeah. So, I think like we're gonna probably just wrap it up right now. Yeah. So for teasing Master Takagi, it is a good anime. Okay. It is basically a good anime, for you like just to watch and relax because the dialogue is just so good and like what like we talked about, guys. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but not really too much. Okay, but either way, you will still enjoy it.
Yeah. And I've been getting into, and if you guys have kids, you girls have kids, I enjoy watching anime with my little ones, and it is rated where you can feel comfortable watching with your little ones.
Hmm.
My little ones are 7 and 9, and so like we were watching it yesterday, and they really enjoyed it. So it's definitely one you can watch
Hmm.
with the family, and it's not so over the top in depth where you can watch it with someone who hasn't
Hmm.
watched anime before, and they'll still get something out of it.
Hmm. Yeah, I say like a teasing Master Takagi is a good like anime like to start off like to watch. So because like it's not too crazy and it's not too long and like the storyline is like a not too like a complicated.
Yes, yeah, I agree. It's definitely, and that's what I liked about the shorts, because there are many episodes within the
Hmm.
episode, so they're not
Hmm.
that bad to consume and figure out what's happening in the story.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, so I say just like give it a good watch, guys. Either on like watchcartoonsonline.com. I say like for the best access, if you're blind and vision impaired, and like you have a Netflix account, just watch the like a season two.
yep, yep. And again, you won't miss too much from season one, and even in season two, they give you little sneak peeks or scenes that were in season one. Like for example, one about when they were um, at doing the gym class and they were doing the competition. They
Mm-hmm.
did one last year as well in season
Mm-hmm.
one. So again, the difference between season one and season two is simply the grade level that they're attending. So I think they're in
Mm-hmm.
sixth grade in season one. They're in seventh grade in season two.
Yeah, but truthfully, for both seasons, I rather prefer season two because it's on Netflix and the dialogue is a little bit better, and
Yeah.
like so is the voice acting.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. Definitely, it's definitely one to catch. Again, for accessibility, most of the scenes are described, and the what he said is it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, because like, yeah, it's not like audio described, but like you can just tell how the scene is, but by like the dialogue. Okay, so it's yeah, yeah, having audio description would be helpful, but like you can actually piece it together. So.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So before we go, I want to ask you, what is your top five anime of all time?
Oh, because like I was gonna save that for like around like December, where me, you, and Danny and this other
Okay.
girl, like Christina, because like I was thinking about maybe trying a blind anime talk favorite animes with all
Okay, that's
four of
fine.
us.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, well then, how about this one? Give me your top anime. What was your first anime that you've seen?
Okay, mine was Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I would say snippets of Dragon Ball, but mostly Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
Then Yu-Gi-Oh, and then it was still during the '90s. I would say, well, this is gonna be a lot too, because like I kind of binged a lot. But I would
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, I would say Sailor Moon, Tenchi, then in between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and then Ronin Warriors.
Yes. Now that was I love Running Warriors.
Hmm. I actually had the toys. I had the red, the green, the
oh, I remember when they came out with the action figures. Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and last one before we get up out of here, what is your least favorite anime genre?
Uh, mm, I don't know, because my tastes are kind of weird. Sometimes I watch the weirdest anime, but then it just ends up really good.
Hmm.
I don't know, because like I watch all kinds.
Yeah.
It's just that it really depends on the story and like literally, yeah, just mostly depending on the story and dialogue.
I would agree with you, but I think for me, I'm just not a big fan of like the giant robots. Like,
It's like so you're not a fan of like mecha.
right, yeah, like the mecha stuff. I mean, I've seen like again with Gundam as far as I'll go. There was another one. Was see Gurren Lagann wasn't really giant
No,
robot ish.
no. Like a Gurren Lagann is also mecha.
Yeah, I mean it is, but it was like in between. Well, you're right, you're right. So
It's still
those are the
mecha.
only two. Oh wait, okay. The only three anime I watched, four that were
For-
mecha that I could tolerate was Gundam, Gurren Lagann. It's another one called like Kadora, something like that. I can't remember, but it's on Netflix, and it's about a samurai who like is trapped in this box for 5,000 years or something, and he comes out and he goes to space. I don't remember, but that one, and then the other one is Big O.
Well, I like Big O, but like you're forgetting Gundam really spans a lot. So
Yeah.
you're probably meaning like a G Gundam and
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, G
like
Gundam.
Gundam Wing.
Yes, G Gundam and Gundam Wing specifically. Yes, I didn't watch Zoids, which
Z-
kind
uh, Actually,
of.
Zoids Chaotic Century and Zoids, whatever the previous one, those those two had pretty good stories.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I wasn't. No, it was
A fan.
too many robots, too many.
No, like that's okay. That's okay.
Oh,
It's like,
but you know what? I'm lying. That's not right. The fifth one, and I did watch, and I really did enjoy this one. It's another Netflix anime, and it's called Aiko.
Aiko.
Yeah, AICO. It's about a girl who is going through life like everything is normal, and then she is swept up in political this political mission to save part of Japan. It is a like it essentially gets trapped by like this matter called black matter that this one doctor kind of released when he was trying to recreate a human.
Mhm.
And the girl finds out that she is actually the recreation. So they're trying to go into they use these characters called divers to go back into like the to ground zero to fix the black matter, and they actually use robots. So
Yeah.
I guess but yeah, there you go. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, guys. See, our tangents will bring up a lot of more animes for you guys to watch. But just start off with like this one, like a teasing Master Kage-san.
Yes, awesome start.
Yes. So, well, Chris, thanks for being with me. I'm still so sad that there wasn't any people in the chat, but oh well. But hey, you know what? We had fun because we like anime, so it doesn't matter.
Awesome. Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it. And
Yes,
you definitely gotta be more. Definitely gotta have me around again.
Oh no, I will, because there is a lot more anime that I have really on my mind.
Awesome. Again, thank you.
Yeah, because after this one, I have like a regular video, then 2 more anime streams to do, 2 more blind anime talks to do too.
Awesome. I'll definitely be there in the comments.
All right, yeah, because one of them, I got Leah to do it too.
Sweet. I can't wait. Is that the next one?
That's during the 3rd week of November.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Again, I'll be there.
Yeah. So guys, well, this is Blind Toes and Chris from the Blind Lounge. Please subscribe to both of our channels if you feel like it. All right. Because he does have some pretty fun content too. Okay, so it's the Blind Lounge. Okay, it's pretty good content, especially if you like the nice sense that him and Pikachu does.
Oh yes. Oh, that's a good one. That was a funny one.
Or if you want a good laugh, watch him do the 1 chip challenge.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Thanks for that. that was hilarious.
Well, guys, we will catch you around, okay?
Thanks.